All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless D here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music and more drama in the classic rock world as we document the end of an era in real time for just a few people like you there, right there, and just like me here. All right, so we're going to cover what David Lee Roth had to say about Ozzy. Oh boy, right? That's exciting. Um, don't click out yet. All right. Just hang with me. First, I'm going to share this. All right. Alliance. This got here yesterday before our eyes. Holy crap, that man. This is it, man. Classic rock the way you want it. Lots of 70s and 80s influences on this. These three guys are really good musicians. Okay. So you've got Gary Field and Robert Barry. You might remember Robert Barry from a band called Three, way back. And then David Lauser. So these three guys make really great music. Um, there's a banjo on a track, and it's just, I mean, the way they do this, the acoustic guitars, the electric guitars, it's got 70s and 80s influences. It's classic rock. It's a little progressive at times. It's a little pop at times. I mean, it's just good. It's good music, and you should get it, courtesy of Frontiers Music. You got nothing to lose. You can go listen to it before you buy it. Just stream it, man. That's all you got to do. Go over to Spotify and stream it. All right. So David Lee Roth, according to this article, paid tribute to Ozzy Osbourne on Tuesday during his tour, which kicked off in California. And the same day, the Prince of Darkness died at age 76. Roth delivered he delivered it all right. He delivered it like a nuclear weapon, a 17-song set of Van Halen classics. Really? So he's just doing Van Halen tunes. Didn't he have a solo career? Just curious, just asking for people that used to be my friends. 17-song set of Van Halen classics at the California Mid-State Fair. The Mid-State Fair. So he's doing the State Fair circuit. That's good. Hopefully he's getting paid well. The set list was almost the same as his M3 Rock Festival. By the way, critics, people in the classic rock world, said the M3 Rock Festival was a triumphant return to form for David Lee Roth, who, by the way, has got brand new hair or better hair or more hair, all of the above. The hair looks great. Of course, when you're a rich rock star, you can replenish the hair if you need to, and apparently Dave has done that. It's getting a little saggy under here. I know. It's happening to all of us who are of a certain age, but there are procedures for that as well. It says here he swapped "And the Cradle Will Rock" for a cover of Roy Orbison's "Oh Pretty Woman." A song, by the way, that Van Halen did, so I don't know how that's really a surprise. But what did he have to say about Ozzy? He said, "When I get to hell," meaning David Lee Roth, "we'll have a drink." Well, that's a really optimistic thing to say. But hey, it's the rock and roll way, right? Let's just mock everything. Let's make fun of it. He doesn't think he's going to hell, or if he does, he thinks it's one big party. And you know what, folks? I try to be a Christian. I was told the other day that I couldn't support Donald Trump and be a Christian, which supporting Trump or voting for Trump are two different things. Just throwing it in there, okay? You got one agenda that's really, really bad over here, and you have another agenda that's kind of bad over here. You go with kind of bad over really, really bad and stupid. That's what I did. All right? I'm not carrying water for anybody. I'm not shilling for anybody. If Trump is on the Epstein list, that's bad. It's bad, and it would be devastating for him. So let's hope that's not true. That could be the reason why all the info isn't coming out. Hopefully, David Lee Roth isn't on that list as well. He could be. It wouldn't be as bad for Roth. He'd be like, yeah, of course. Well, what's the problem, man? I love going to the island. Um, so Roth then saluted Ozzy with one of his signature phrases. He said, I once asked a Buddhist monk, do you think there's laughter in heaven? And he told me, no, I don't think so. So Ozzy Osbourne, save me a seat. When I get to hell, we'll have a drink, brother. Um, See, first of all, he asked a Buddhist monk if there was laughter in heaven. Okay. Um, all of this stuff said from a very secular worldview, not really thinking about this stuff, just playing to his audience, playing to his I don't really give a crap audience about any of this end of life stuff. We have to have a drink once we get to hell. That's what the rock and roll people want to do, right? That's I don't know. Diamond Dave shouted out Ozzy again during Hot for Teacher, telling the audience, I propose a toast in the name of rock and roll, in the name of Ozzy Osbourne, during one of the song's spoken word breaks, which, by the way, Roth takes full advantage of at this stage in his career because he doesn't have to sing. He can just talk, and he sounds better as a talker these days than a singer. But yeah, I'll try to put a picture of Roth in the thumbnail. The hair looks amazing. I mean, seriously. Whoever did it did a great job. And I did listen to Atomic Punk, and that was enough for me. That was all I needed to really listen to get the idea or come to the conclusion that Dave should probably have stayed retired. But you know what? Here's the synopsis here, okay? And I've said this before about other people. If other performers are out there and they stink and they can't sing anymore and they're selling tickets, Roth is like the ultimate businessman. Of course he's going to go back out there and play. Why wouldn't he? Or perform. I mean, he's going to make money. He's going to get himself in the news, and his hair looks amazing. So why not just keep going? This is the thing, and people will leave comments and they'll say things like, he's the ultimate performer. He is the greatest showman. He's the greatest frontman. He can't sing. He can't sing anymore. But he's so good. Okay, buy your tickets. Have a good time. Buy the $16 beer. The price goes up in California because they have taxes and fees and so forth. It's probably $18 in California. But yeah, you just go and enjoy yourself. Look, I get this all the time. Well, if you don't like them, don't go. I'm already doing that. I'm already not going. This is for the people that are going to just blindly spend a whole bunch of money to see David Lee Roth. And then they're going to go all right, did you know he sings like this now? I didn't know he is singing like this or trying to sing like this. This is really not so good. We need a next generation. And by the way, I did feature Alliance. But when I said next generation, I thought of this band. All right. Up and coming. Yeah, they're a Foreigner tribute, but they've got original music. This is what we need moving forward. Or you can't replace a solo guy. Here's the new David Lee Roth. Or the guy who sounds like David Lee Roth, and Roth gives the guy his name or something. I haven't seen that happen yet. Although the avatar could be the solution, right? For Ozzy fans, that's probably what's going to happen. I'm sure Sharon will start working on that before the end of the year. Almost guaranteed. Why not? They did it for Dio. They'll do it for Ozzy. And there'll be more of a demand for Ozzy. All right, people. I know this was tedious. Thanks for hanging here. Don't forget Patreon, YouTube memberships, buy me a coffee. Don't forget about Jesus, right? I know what Dave said here, but even David Lee Roth could accept Jesus Christ as his savior. He could. I know he's Jewish, but he could switch teams if he wanted to, and I know that's a stretch for some people who think this is just a bunch of nonsense, but think of it this way. What if I'm wrong? Nothing has changed if I'm wrong. But if you're wrong, you're in a lot of trouble. So there you go.